Joo, menee jo.
Hello, my name is Otto Kassinen, and the application idea that I will present here today is mobile fitness. And as you can probably hear from the name of the application, it has something to do with fitness and sports. And everybody here probably agrees that people should do more sports. And they will, if it's fun enough. And as an example of sports as a fun activity, we can take the famous Wii Fit fitness game. It is the third best selling console game in the entire world in history, with about 22 million copies sold. And it kind of proves that fitness-based games are interesting for the people. And an interesting point, the Wii console itself has sold something like over 74 million pieces. It sounds like much, but smartphones are sold by hundreds of millions of pieces for every year. So, can we see some kind of potential here? Yes, we can. Every decent smartphone contains an accelerometer which can detect the movement of the phone. Or in the case of our mobile fitness application, it can detect the movement of the human who is using the application. So it can detect all kinds of easy or complicated hand movements. And it's not only restricted to hand movements, because it can, to some extent, also detect leg movements. For example, squatting, all kinds of movements with your entire body or only with hands. They have a certain acceleration profile which can be used for detecting the specific movement. And you only have the phone in your one hand, but that's no problem, because you do this kind of movements naturally as symmetrical movement. So you are using your both hands. It's actually more difficult to use only one hand and cheat like this. So it's okay that it's only in one hand. And of course, with Wii you have a visual feedback on the TV screen. And with this mobile application, visual feedback on a computer screen, it can be an optional feature, but the main feature for providing feedback and instructions for the user is, of course, speech, which comes from the mobile phone. So it can say hands up, hands down, and provide, of course, energetic techno music for your fitness training. And it also observes your movements, so if you are lazy, it can say, hey, hands more up, or something like that. And of course, it's pretty fun to use this kind of application. And it can contain several different training programs, which means, of course, instructions. They can be targeted for specific body parts, specific muscle groups, or to maintain a consistent heart rate, or anything advanced like that. And it calculates, of course, your calories. You can share your results on the net. And the business model, it's embarrassingly simple. We sell it in the phone manufacturer's app store. And in addition to the application itself, it's possible to sell additional content, which is, of course, new training programs for specific purposes, and new musical tracks for the training, and why not new speech voice for the personal trainer who lives in your phone. And this content can also be community created if you want. So there is business ecosystem for this kind of application. The application itself, it's based on Qt, Mobility API and other APIs. This API has access to accelerometer. And the application itself, it's like a 1 month hack from a developer team of 2 people. So it's definitely not too big work. So we see some serious potential in this application. Thank you.